What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We've got day number 106 for you, back day. You already know what time it is. We're going to get in 1 minute with God. You already know it. So 1 minute with God for men. That's what we're reading here. And we are on the 28th, I believe, of January. So let's make sure really quick before we do anything. Yep. Oh, wait. Yeah. 28th. So we're on the 28th of January. Today's lesson is going to be about peace. How can I find peace in the peace? What the peace? Let's try this again. Today's lesson is going to be about peace. How can I find peace in the middle of my battles? To put peace means... I can't talk today. To put on peace means that you are ready for any battle because you are confident in the knowledge that you are on the winning side. When Satan disturbs you through trials and temptations, you can face your challenges with composure and with the confidence that comes from knowing that your salvation and your future are secure. God's response to the question: for shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news so that you will be fully prepared. Ephesians 6:15. If you do this, you will experience God's peace, which is far more wonderful than the human mind can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. God's challenge. How beautiful on the mountains are the feet of those who bring good news of peace and salvation, the news that the God of Israel reigns. Isaiah 52:7. So, it seems like we are going through, like, putting on the pieces of armor, if that makes sense. Let's see here. Yeah, God's armor. Let's see. Belt of truth. Yes, we've been through truth. We've been the breastplate of righteousness, shoes of peace. Next lesson is going to be shield of faith, helmet of salvation, and sword of spirit. So it's pretty cool. We get to go through each and every single piece of armor that you get to put on. So that's going to be the lessons for the next few days. Actually, I'm really enjoying this because me myself, like I said the other video, as you go through struggles, you'll understand more and more what these pieces of armor are and how to put them on more efficiently. But yeah, I think these are some good lessons in here about putting on the armor of God and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and bookmark this next page here. And yeah, I think these lessons are not simple to put into practice, like I said, but very simple to understand. So oh, that was weird. You guys know it's back day. Day 106. We're going to get after it today. Going to be a hardcore back day. We're going to get pretty loud. And yeah, that's going to be it. Let's just get inside. No more yapping. I think all of my past intros have been like 9 or 10 minutes. So we're going to try and shorten that down. The only reason they have been that long is because sometimes it's not me that's speaking. It's the Holy Spirit speaking through me, I think. I feel. But yeah, so... let's just get inside. I'll see you guys on the lat pull downs. We might do a close grip today. We'll see. It just depends. If I want to do a lat focus day or I want to do an upper back. My upper middle back is a little more underdeveloped than I would hope. So I think I'm just going to keep doing upper middle back days. So yeah, I think we're just going to stick to the wide grip lat pull downs here instead of doing any lat focus days. Because my lats are very, very good. I like my lats right now, so I'm not too concerned with going hard on those right now, even though I still have lat exercises in my days. So like I'll do the lat pullovers, that pullover machine, and then I'll do... sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I mean, like, I still have lats in my days. I always add those in my days because I love my lats. I love training my lats. I need that V-taper look, so the lats definitely need to be trained more. But my middle upper back is definitely suffering from all of the lat training, so we definitely need to add those in there. That's why I'm doing those T-bar rows, and those have worked really, really well for me so far. So we're just gonna keep doing those and add a little bit more upper middle back into my split and training. So let's get inside. I've got my pre-workout here. It's Woke AF, the Pump Squared, and creatine monohydrate. Like I said, we had a Woke AF just sitting in the back of the cabinet, so I thought I'd just finish this before I go back to my raw products and not let this just collect dust. So, yeah, we're gonna get into it. Let's do it. How about it? Cheers, you guys. Cheers. So, Like I said, this one's more sour, very, very much so. It's a lot harder to chug, so I'm gonna kind of enjoy it, and then I'll see you guys inside. How about it? We got 240 pounds on the rack here. I think we got like around 6 last time, so we're gonna shoot for a full set of 6. Fail on the 7th, that's what we're gonna shoot for. So, some heavy weight, man. We're 3 rungs from the full stack, which is 300. Need a good song for this one.
The glass is always half full. Whenever you look at anything, you can either find the positive or find the negative. And you know, you'll be so much happier and you'll enjoy life so much more when you're being positive and you're looking for the positive.
Keep fucking pushing forward and keep doing it, you know. It's just, I made a decision, I'm sticking to my decision, and that's all there is to it, you know. And you know, a lot of people out there think I'm fucking crazy for doing what I really know I am fucking crazy. I'm the first one to admit that I'm fucking crazy.
More than I expected. Had a couple lengthened partials at the end there, so felt good. But we're gonna move on. Okay, we got 4 plates on here, and we're gonna substitute this today with what we would do as a second exercise normally. The same thing, just different start and end point, I guess. Well, I guess different start, but same end point. So, yeah.
You can flip it and make it a good thing, you know. And a lot of times, you know, things might happen for a reason, and you can look at it that way and you know, turn it into a positive and be happy with the situation. You know, and that's pretty much everything in life. So anyway, I hope you guys can take that advice, be positive, and keep pushing forward. It doesn't take a fucking scientist to fucking logically understand what I'm saying. The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck is.
Per usual, we always add those lengthened partials in at the end. But we're gonna move from here to the T-bar row. So on and so forth. Let's get to it. So I've explained this multiple times before. When I come here, I don't want to put on too much weight to where I'm gonna be bringing my chest up off of this support. So it may look like a lighter weight, but damn, it's heavy. This machine itself is just heavy. So, you know, you don't need a lot of weight. And I'm gonna grab not the top ones, I'm gonna grab down here. So when I come down at the very bottom of the lift, I'm able to let that back round out and take out basically any momentum. So if I were to just, you know, come to here and then, you know, I'm able to get a good bit of momentum, especially if I'm bringing my chest off of the rack or the support. And we want to eliminate that. Any momentum, we want to eliminate that. So I'm gonna let that back round out, get that really, really deep stretch at the very bottom, and then pull it back up. So I think last time we got around 6 to 8, so we're gonna shoot for 8 to 10, hopefully. Just depends, really. But that's about it. And, you know, I've explained this lift the past 3 times I've done it. But I'm gonna keep doing that, just in case anybody's new here. We don't know what we're doing. So, yeah, let's get into it. Failed on the 8th. Did 1 partial, or I guess 2 partials if you count the 8th as one. But that's about it. All right, like I said, we're moving towards more of the upper middle back. For that to happen, like I always tell you guys on this machine, the angle of attack, it comes down, up at the last very bit of the exercise. So for me to work that middle upper back, I'm going to put the seat all the way down and my elbow is going to flare just a bit here. So Yeah, so if I were to train my lat, my elbow would drive down into my hip. But for this one, we're gonna flare that elbow out and bring it towards probably the middle of the pec height, I would say. But yeah, let's just get into it. No, I'm not gonna put my chest up against this support here. It's not gonna give my muscle a deep enough stretch, so I'm gonna use my hand that I'm not using, push against this little thing here.
The sets are hard when you mentally have to be fully prepared for a warm-up. It's immensely heavy. You have to stay so tight. And even just after these warm-ups, I get off it and I'm like, I feel that whole pressure through my body. I don't know how Ronnie did it. I really don't. I don't know how he was as strong as he was and the volume he did. I can see the getting as strong as he was, 100%.
So basically, like I was saying for that right side, for the left side, if I were to put my chest up against here, right, I can already grab. That's my fully extended position. So, but if I'm to back up, see how far I am away from that? I'm allowed to get a little bit more of that deep stretch involved here.
Being able to produce that much,
that's all it is, really.
That much volume, all of it. I've been wanting to box this off for ages. It's funny because this is the reason why I'm so fatigued, because I'm really fucking fatigued, then I'll come in and I'll do this fucking anyway. And that's the difference of whether you want something or not. If you want it, you won't entertain these excuses. You just won't. Like, because when it comes to crunch time, you know where my fatigue is right now? Zero, non-existent. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is what I do. Just like the deadlift.
We've got one more set here and then we're gonna move on. But we're gonna move on to the finisher and keep it relatively shorter today. I'll see you guys there. All right, I'll move quickly. That's why I don't like this one. I like the cables over there because I can go to like 240 or so. Well, hopefully this works.
Of bodybuilding. And after training for such a long period of time, I have settled on the notion that there is huge inter-individuality to our training needs. So at one point, my needs will be different to my needs at another time. So although I will say at this point in my life I'm training this way and that is the best for me now, that is not necessarily the best for me at a previous point or the future. And equally, my needs are different to your needs. That's the most important part to understand when it comes to training into individuality. That our needs are so different. So when someone asks the question, what is the best training? There is absolutely no best. There is no best for you, there is no best for me, and our needs change on a timeline. I want to make sure that you guys are fully armed with all of the information possible to make the best decisions possible.
All right, that was 240 on the rack. Moved pretty nicely. This gym pin is like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like bending from it. It won't stay on, so either we get bands, find bands somewhere, and try to strap it on there, but yeah. We got one more set and then we're out of here. I'll see you guys in the pose room. Alrighty, let's gonna do it on day number 106, back day. Very simple day. Oh, well, you know, simple as, you know, you don't need to overcomplicate things and do all these different weird workouts. You know, you just get in here, whatever you feel like is weak in your point on your body, you're gonna train that harder than you would on other parts. So we focused more on an upper middle back today. So you saw that in the T-bar rows, the one after that, which we were doing the single arm rows, or single arm, I guess, whatever you wanna call it. Yeah, but we didn't do a single arm as in I'm driving down to my hip. We did a single arm as in coming out here. And then we finished off with the lats. So I need my lats really, really badly to show that V taper kind of thing. So I need to train my lats a lot more than I would any other muscle group. And then I also need to train my adductors. Yeah, so let's just get into the posing and get out of here on the day. I'm pretty hungry. I want to go eat. And let's just get out of here. How about it? Per usual, we're gonna do the flex and unflex. Like you see, I told you guys the other day that I wear a hat for a very specific reason. And if you can tell from the audio yesterday on day number 105 to the audio today, day number 106, you could tell the difference in the audio quality and like how well you could hear me because the mic is right here to where I'm talking in comparison to where it was yesterday or whatever. I think this it's very, very easy for me to just have a good mic positioning, not have to tweak it, not have to move it at all throughout my entire lift because it's on my hat and it's pointing directly at where I'm speaking. So it's just a lot easier for me. That's why I wear a hat every single day. That's about the only reason I do it. So let's get into it. Posing, unflex, flex, let's do it. So unflex first. My back is very pumped, just to keep that in mind. And like I said, these muscles right here, I can't really show you guys both of them. This muscle right here is the run that I wanted to work today the most. So yeah, that's gonna be the unflexed. But like we usually do, abs are gonna come in first. We're gonna roll those shoulders forward, and then we are going to present the package, which is everything. So that's it right there. Every single day, I'm getting more and more happy with the package that I'm bringing.
Finger to finger, interlinked. Do you long for having
And what
your
I
heart
provide.
Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you dream about being interlinked?
Interlinked.
What's it like to hold your child in your arms? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you feel that there's a part of you that's missing? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Within cells, interlinked.
Within cells, interlinked.
Why don't you say that?
I always felt like I was different, like I didn't really fit in. Some people have got something inside them. It's like burning. This is my passion, this is what I love doing. And if I don't do this, what am I gonna do? Curl up and die?
Is the destiny of mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law?
But like I was saying, you guys, it's gonna do it on day number 106. I don't really have much word of advice on the day for you. It's more of just, like I say all the time, everybody's body is so different. So what I work on right now is what I need to work on. What you look in the mirror and see and figure out and pinpoint what muscle groups that you need to work on is what you're gonna put into your split. So me doing an upper middle back day is gonna be different from what you do when you wanna grow your lats and stuff like that. So as a bodybuilder especially, I don't think, if you're just beginning right now, don't worry about this too much because you're not as advanced of a lifter to need to worry about, oh, I need to bring my lats up, or I need to bring my delts up, or I need to bring my traps up, or I need to bring my upper chest up, or anything. So if you're just starting out, don't worry about this just yet. But if you do want to get into bodybuilding, you'll go years down the road, you'll build your package, you'll build your physique, and then you'll realize, oh, my lats are lacking. My waist is a little bit bigger than I would like it to be, so I need to train my delts to be a little bit wider and my abductors to be a little bit wider as well, so I get that nice V-taper look. And also I want you guys to understand is, a lot of this is, genetics. Not my physique. My physique is definitely not genetics, but the bone structure that I have. So my delt to waist ratio, my leg to whatever ratio, whatever it is, it's all about, genetics, especially in the bone structure. That's something that you cannot change, but you can change the muscle mass that you do put on your body. So, I don't really have the best genetics when it comes to waist to shoulders. So I look kind of boxy. That's why I need to grow my lats more. I need to grow that side delt more to give me that nice V-taper look. And same thing with the legs. I never had really good legs. I had terrible legs actually. And so I need to build those adductors and the quads and everything like that. So it gives me that nice, when I get to the waist, it comes out. So yeah, you don't want to have chicken legs in bodybuilding. It's just does not look good whatsoever. And yeah. So I built my legs up over the years and everything else up over the years, and I just want you guys to understand this before you get yourself into bodybuilding. A lot of it has to do with genetics. There's not a lot of people that can come up on stage and present a perfect package. C-Bum's a perfect example. He had a fantastic bone structure. His waist to shoulder ratio is disgusting. And not a lot of guys have that. Not a lot of people have that. And that's just all due to genetics and whatnot. And also, of course, steroids. But, you can't really change your bone structure. That's not just how it works. So just want you guys to know this before you start to try to get into bodybuilding and whatnot and stuff like that. That it's not as easy as it looks. And, let's get back to the main topic here of advice is, when I look at my physique in the mirror, I'm never ever satisfied, if that makes sense. I think if you start to get satisfied with what you see in the mirror, you start to lower your standards, you lower your intensity, you lower everything because you're satisfied with what you see. I've never ever been satisfied with what I see in the mirror. That's just how I am. I always want more, and I always will want more. So what may look good to you when you look at me looks like shit to me. So that's just what I think, and that's how my mind operates, and I think that's why I've gotten as far as I have, because I've never ever been satisfied. And if you want to do bodybuilding, I think you also need to have that mentality of you're never ever satisfied when you look in the mirror. And yeah, that's going to do it on the advice of the day, guys. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. It means the world to me. The 10 or 15 of you, maybe even that like my videos or comment, I really, really do appreciate you guys. You have no idea how much that means to me. And yeah, we are just gonna keep cruising along, and hopefully we get to 220 sooner than later. I'm gonna guess around a 6-month time frame for me to get up to 220. But again, we are lean bulking. We are not dirty bulking, no fat. Like, we're not doing anything bullshit. We are just strict clean bulking, and we are lean bulking the way there. So I'm not trying to put on a lot of fat, because I'm gonna have to trim off that fat in the end. And I wanna keep on as much muscle mass as I possibly can, lean muscle tissue, that when I do get up to 220, if I can get to 200, like thick skin shredded, I'm gonna be very, very happy with that. So yeah, a lot of people ask me, oh, when are you gonna compete next? When's the next competition? Like, I am not rushing this whatsoever, because when I step on stage the next time, I'm bringing the full package. I'm bringing everything that I have. And you know, I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm gonna coach myself. I coached myself for my first competition, which I did men's physique, and I placed third. I was pretty happy with it. But I stepped on stage at 161, so I could have you know, put on some more size. I threw myself into that competition because of something that happened with my ex. She cheated on me 3 times, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go into bodybuilding, and here we are. So, like I said, I'm gonna bring every single little thing that I have, the full entire package, when I step on stage, because I'm gonna go into classic physique. And yeah, that's all I really got for you guys. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. It means the world to me. If you did like or you learned something from this video, I just ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It does really, really help out the channel. But with all that being said, I will see you guys next time.